What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is 10 a.m. and I am about to eat some Thai food. So I'm actually going to be going to two different Thai restaurants. The first is today at Amazing Thailand. The thing that both of these restaurants have in common is that they are both given the Thai Select designation. So in order to have this designation, they have to be serving at least 60% of their menu authentic Thai. They have to be using authentic Thai cooking preparations, authentic Thai ingredients. Personally, I love Thai food. It's always so bright and fresh. It's got sourness, sweetness, spiciness. It's always really well-rounded. It always feels like you're eating something pretty healthy too. So I'm super excited because I've never specifically gone to a place that was labeled as authentic Thai. Like, I've had some pretty good Thai food, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to compare to other Thai food that I've had. All right, guys, Amazing Thailand. Let's go inside.
Don't forget it.
His name is Shane.
Yep. Pleasure to meet you.
Lindsay and Shane. I love Thai tea. So they've given me a traditional Thai tea here with boba. There's tapioca pearls on the bottom. And they're super chewy, which I love. So I'm so obsessed with pasta and noodles. So what we have here, green papaya salad, and that's served with this side of sticky rice. And what they've told me to do is kind of just take a little bits of the sticky rice and dip it into the sauce of the papaya salad, all the juices. And you saw they pounded all of the ingredients together, even the papaya papaya. Super excited about that. It's really, really fragrant. Like while they were making it, I was like, my mouth was watering. Next, they said this is a very, very traditional Thai street food. So this is pad Krapow. So it's a stir-fried rice dish, and at the very end, they add like a ton of Thai basil. I don't know if you guys are familiar with basil and how you should cook with it, but you're really not supposed to cook it for a very long time. So they just add it in right at the end, so that you get all the flavors of the basil. You're kind of releasing those oils out of the basil, but you're not hammering it to death. And they've got some fried rice under here and a fried egg on top. We're meant to just crack the yolk and let the juices all run out, kind of like eat all of it combined together. And then this is tom yum soup. Let me see. It smells amazing. I know I had mentioned about the sour, the 3 S's that I had said to you: sour, spicy, and sweet. I feel like this soup has got a little bit of everything. It's tamarind based, and tamarind is that really nice sour flavor. I feel like that is like my favorite thing about Thai food, by the way, is like the sour flavor in all of it. All right, guys, I don't want to waste any time because it's hot right now, and you know, I don't like eating cold food. So let's just go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh, that's got a good kick. Living up to the expectation. It does have that really awesome sour punch. The spice level honestly is perfect for me. It's got that heat in the top and the back of your mouth, but it's not overpowering any of the other flavors in the dish. Some people can handle more spice and still are able to taste their food. I am not one of those people. I said level 2. Goes to 5. Level 2 for me. They par-cooked the shrimp, by the way. And they were like the perfect doneness when they added them in for the soup. Ooh! Ooh, maybe that was a pepper. All right, so I feel like what we need to do here, I'm gonna just crack the yolk on camera. Ooh. This one's a little less sour, but it's really unctuous. The main meat in here is pork. It's got a nice spice to it, salty. And the basil adds this really nice, basically herby flavor to it. You can still taste the basil, more importantly. The cucumber with it. It's just what it needs. Fresh, crunchy, cold. You kind of told me that I should be shoveling this into my mouth and trying to get it mixed up enough so that I can do that for you. It doesn't taste like it's been fried at all, by the way. Not greasy. I feel like maybe even level 2 is a little too spicy. I feel like I'm accidentally biting into things I shouldn't. Oh, gosh, I love the flavor of this soup. I got some chopsticks. It's like fancy chopsticks too. You don't even have to break them apart. They're already perfect. And you would think pounding the papaya like that would break it up, but it's obviously strong enough. And I think that by doing that, it really helps get those flavors into the papaya. Almost like a quick marinade, right? Like an immediate marinade. Just like pound the crap out of it. I'm like scared to even think about what a level 5 spice would mean. I absolutely love sticky rice, by the way. And I've had a few different kinds. Not every culture is the same. This sticky rice I don't really taste as much. Like Japanese sticky rice is got mirin, rice wine vinegar. This doesn't have as much of a flavor, it's just kind of sticky. But the dishes have such a punch in the flavor department. You really don't need anything, any flavor. I mean, the rice is cooked perfectly. It's got a really nice texture. That's really all you need. I feel like this is getting spicier as it sits. P.S. How fully adorable were the lovely women who cooked for me in the kitchen. I think this tom yum is probably my favorite. And so comforting. It's like just started to get cool out in Minneapolis. So a bowl of this really warm me up. I have 2 spoons in here. I have 2 spoons. Thai tea, by the way, if you haven't had it, it tastes like tea with sweetness. I think they add sweetened condensed milk to it. So it's super creamy, a little sweet. Tea, though, and the boba just takes it over. Do you guys like Thai food, by the way? What's your favorite Thai restaurant? Are they a Thai select restaurant? If you're wondering if a restaurant, the Thai restaurant that you really like is Thai select or not, they actually have it listed on their website, so you can go and check. Or if you're just wondering if there are any Thai select restaurants in your area or where they might be, that would be a great place for you to do that as well. I feel like I could just cover everything in this sauce. No joke. This on top of rice. Or even with noodles. Oh my god, tom yum soup noodles. I'm such a wimp. Level 2 and I'm sniffly. Ooh, excuse me. I'm using the wrong spoon again. P.S. If you guys haven't had blanched green beans or raw green beans even, they're so good. They're actually like a really good snack. They've got this amazing, amazing crunch to them. They're super fresh. I would just eat them raw at this restaurant that I used to work at in Tallahassee where I went to school. They'd have, I'm pretty sure that's where it was anyways, and they would have green beans and I would just snag a few. I have this, like, you know how people can have like an oral fixation? I feel like I can have that with different textures. Like, I'm addicted to crunchy stuff. A lot of people reach for chips. But to me, if you really just want something crunchy, green beans, man. That's where it's at. Shane doesn't like green beans. It's a real problem for me. Alright guys, this was delicious. I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I'm gonna stop. I'm definitely taking these home for leftovers. I'm just so happy we had that little intro before, because all of my expectations were really met here with the sour, the sweet, and the spicy. The spicy, oh my gosh, yes, it was a little bit spicier than I was anticipating. I just want to thank Amazing Thailand, first of all. The restaurant is absolutely gorgeous. They're in uptown Minneapolis, so if you guys are in the cities, I highly recommend coming to check them out. They've got like authentic artwork and this beautiful room in the back that they use for private parties, whatever. So yeah, I recommend you come. I recommend all three of these dishes, really. It just depends what you're in the mood for. The tom yum, again, was my favorite just because it had the best. And it's creamy and spicy and sweet and sour. It's just like super well balanced. And this salad especially is like really, really, really fresh and really light. Served with the rice, I think it's like really a perfect complement. And then if you want some like street food, this is really the way to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining today. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below, what you thought about these three dishes. Have you been to Amazing Thailand? Have you been to a Thai select restaurant? Comment all the things. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.